It may sound like a science fiction novel, deadly viruses tested in a remote location, but it's happening right off the coast of Connecticut on Plum Island. Researchers there work with the most dangerous animal diseases in the world. The government calls it a fortress for biosafety security, but still, some people wonder. Tonight, we take you beyond the headlines and the controversy inside Plum Island. The sun peeks through the clouds above Old Saybrook on this cold winter morning. It's just after 7 and commuters begin to board. It's a 45-minute ferry ride to Plum Island, a mysterious place that sits a few miles off Connecticut's shoreline in Long Island Sound, a place where scientists study deadly animal diseases.
These are diseases that affect livestock.
Dr. Leanne Thomas oversees research on Plum Island, which is owned and operated by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Because security is so tight here, this place is shrouded in mystery and misunderstanding. What goes on here? Healthy livestock like these pigs are shipped in and experimented on by scientists studying deadly viruses like foot and mouth disease.
Foot and mouth disease is a virus that affects cattle, sheep, goats, and pigs, causes blisters around the mouth, in the mouth, the nose, and on the feet.
Foot and mouth disease and several other viruses studied here could cripple the economy. That's why they're so meticulous about sanitizing everyone and everything that comes in.
That we're entering a laboratory area.
A biosafety level 3 area is designed to prevent the escape of microorganisms into the environment. Every employee, and we found out every visitor, must strip down before entering the lab, suit up in special clothing, almost like a spacesuit. At the end of every day, these suits are either sanitized or thrown out. Air is filtered, testing is carefully controlled.
All infectious materials or live animal pathogens can only be worked on underneath this cabinet here.
In this laboratory, scientists are studying African swine fever, which kills pigs. The last outbreak was in the Dominican Republic in 1980. And in that case, the virus caused the entire pig population to be wiped out. Most of the diseases tested on Plum Island cannot infect humans, but some can. Last fall, Plum Island scientists studied a strain of the potentially deadly West Nile virus. The virus, carried by mosquitoes, killed dozens of birds, 6 people in New York, and prompted massive testing and spraying campaigns in New York and Connecticut. But it's not only viruses they fight here. They're also engaged in a constant battle against misconceptions and misinformation. For instance, some suggested the outbreak of West Nile started at Plum Island.
I'd like to stress that we didn't have the virus until mid-October, and the outbreak had started early to midsummer.
But many residents, including dozens who recently showed up at a January town meeting, don't buy government assurances that no danger can float across the Sound. Many fear insects or scientists getting off the ferry in Old Saybrook could carry diseases to Connecticut.
The New York Times reported on September 28th that this lab was to study the threat of bioterrorism.
But the scientists here say that's another example of misinformation and insist they're not conducting secret missions and they're not studying agents of biological warfare like anthrax. And to those who are squeamish about doing animal research, scientists stress their experiments on Plum Island save animal lives.
Yes, there are some animals that are sacrificed for that research, but for every animal that's sacrificed, that means there are 1,000, 10,000 animals that are going to have a healthy, safe life.
A proposal floated to upgrade Plum Island to a biosafety level 4. The highest level of security appears to be dead for now. The level 4 facility would allow scientists to study more dangerous diseases, but President Clinton did not include funding for the upgrade in his budget for fiscal year 2001. On special assignment, I'm Carolee Salerno, Fox 61 News at 10.